because you stopped by the liquor store. And I was like, wait a minute, you've been doing so good. Like, are you sure this is what you want to do?
See, the thing about it is with Netta, Netta just talked too damn much. I mean, he talks way too much. And it's not that he's saying too much. It's just that when you talk to a person that all they do is talk. A lot of times they put too much emphasis on the things that they are saying. And when they are talking, when you talk to people that talks like Netta, a lot of times these people that tends to talk a lot and talk too much, these are the people that has never been heard before, and they always wanted to be heard. So now that they have a little voice, they talk too much, and they tend to say a lot of things that a lot of people really don't care to hear. And then they put so much emphasis on the things that they talk about until when they go back and they have to re-say the things that they did, it's going to come out differently because they have talked about something that they don't really need to talk about. So one thing about Netta, you can tell that he has never been heard before. No one really did wanted to hear the things that he had to say. So now that he have an audience, he want to say as much as he can get out. But because he know that once it gets silent for him, ain't nobody going to want to hear what he has to say. And a lot of the things that he says out of his mouth, people really don't care to hear. But when somebody asks him a question about it again, it's going to come out differently. Not that he lied about it, but he talked about something that people really don't care to talk about. And that is going to be the downfall of Netta and Charles. Because not only has this man never really been heard, but now that he is getting seen, he's lying to people, telling people that he wear brand names, and it's clearly not brand name, which I really don't care about that. But when you are a person, or you deal with people that has never had nothing, that has never been seen, that has never been actually listened to, this is the product of it. And we are only watching the product of neglect. Like Netta has always been neglected. So now that Netta is shining in his own way, he is going to show that in every way, shape, or form. He is going to make sure that he shines to the very end. So by the time he goes back to being that nobody, it's going to be like, well, I did everything that I wanted to do. I said everything that I wanted to say. And if ain't nobody ever heard me, when I had that opportunity, I said everything and did everything that I could do. But every time when I look at Netta, not necessarily Charles is just reaping the benefits of it. But every time when I look at Netta, I just look at a man that has always been neglected. A man that nobody wanted to talk to, nobody wanted to. Even if Netta was the most popular person in the neighborhood, ain't nobody fuck with Netta because of the popularity. They probably knew of Netta, but it wasn't nobody really fucking with Netta like that. Because if Netta was this person that he claimed that he is or was, he wouldn't have to run his mouth so much. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have to boost himself up to make himself feel like that he's that icon. Because if you feel like you are an icon, you know that you are an icon, you don't got to go out and tell the world who you are. You know, if you know that you are a God, you don't got to go around the whole world and let the whole world know that you're a God. You're going to present yourself that way. The way you act, your demeanor is going to present itself in such a way. But when you trying to boost yourself up to feel like somebody, that means that you need to feel that way. And you're going to go around the whole world and let them know that you are that way. See, one thing about Jesus Christ didn't go all over the earth and tell the world, I am Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was himself. And they looked at him because of his demeanor. They looked at him because of his aura. They looked at him because of the way that he carried himself. He didn't carry himself like everybody else. He carried himself different. So they presented him as such, and they was jealous of him. And one thing about, see, why is I'm going there? Now I'm going to go in a whole new way. But I'm gonna keep it one. I'm gonna keep it one level. But when you look at people like this, these people cry for attention. They cry to get what they need out. And one thing about, and let me tell you this, one thing about a real person, you don't have to go out into the world and scream and yell and holler at who you are. All you got to do is be yourself. Just be your authentic self. And everybody's going to see you for who you are, whether you're an evil person, whether you're a good person, whether you're a nice person, a kind person, a dark person. Well, no matter who you are, just be your authentic self. And your true self is always going to shine through, and people is going to treat you as such.